Alright, good morning. It's day 24. Today I'm about 42 miles outside of Damascus. So I'll be there tomorrow in the late afternoon or evening, and I'll stay there and resupply, and got a box coming. So I'll do the usual cleanup there. Should be a couple of good days. It was really a pleasant day yesterday. Walking beside a lake this morning, so it's pretty easy going and just really pretty. Hear the birds out. I'll show some of the sights and show you this lake right here. You can see a dam through the trees. It looks like an earthen dam. I'll be walking over that and then off into those hills. Beautiful view out from the dam. There's a vine coming down. It's sort of swinging. I can't figure out how those grow, whether they grow up or drop down, how they get so far away from a tree. It's late afternoon, and I'm just sitting by a creek and soaking my feet and getting a little extra food, preparing for a little more this afternoon. I'll show you what so that little spot right there, sat and soaked my feet and getting some water for the day. Spent the past few minutes sitting here soaking my feet, getting ready for the afternoon. One of the nice things is taking a little break in the afternoon and just sort of resetting, eating, drinking, and getting ready. Anyway, off to move down the trail. I'm at the end of the day, another hour and a half or so before I get to camp, maybe a little longer, depends on what I do. Just was walking in the woods and feeling pretty worn out and tired. Then I came to this meadow that I'm going to walk across, I think, for the next mile. It's wide open and looks just really pretty. Here's what it looks like. Camp for tonight. Walked on past the shelter, it's just too full. So tomorrow, just be able to head into Virginia sometime. Good morning. It's day 25. We got about 17 miles and I'll get to Damascus, Virginia. So sometime today, I'll leave Tennessee and get to Virginia. Virginia is it's the longest state in the AT, I think around 500 miles, so it's about a quarter of it. Which is, I don't know if it'll be a change of scenery or not, but within the next couple weeks, all the leaves on the trees are going to start coming out. And they'll start layering up the mountains is what I've heard. So I'm looking forward to that. Last night I passed a shelter. I was going to stay there. It's just really beat, but there's a few folks there and I thought I would just hike on. Hiked a little further. Found a really nice spot right off the trail and just by myself, and great night's sleep. So today, getting the resupply in Damascus. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to, I'll check in with the family in Marion and see how everything's going. Check in with my folks and say hi to them. Been enjoying the hike so far. It's been really pretty. Looking forward to keeping moving down the trail. Just getting a good, structure going also. Show you what I'm looking at here. Also it's each night it rains a little and probably rain a little in the morning. At some point it's supposed to be a bigger rainstorm, but I guess we'll wait and see on that. So there was a campsite I missed. I would have kept hiking. This is one of those vines I was talking about, and it goes way up in those trees. A little bit of ridge walking here. This is more typical of yesterday and probably today. Going between the peaks and then just the saddles between. They're mostly just wide open. Heading into Virginia. In the rain. Alright, I'm coming into Damascus, Virginia here. Looks like the town's just below me. So I'm looking for some food, a couple of resupply boxes, and I got a place to stay. I'll show you the town from up above here, but I should be in there within a mile and a half or a mile or something. So I'm getting close. Got a new pair of shoes coming. So it depends on if you're counting days or pairs of shoes or rainstorms. It'll be the second pair of shoes. And the heel cups in the back of these ones are worn out. Other than that, they've lasted really well. I've been pretty happy with them. I found it's made a big difference on my feet. Your feet take a beating no matter what. And the shoes I'm wearing have helped quite a bit. They still take a beating, but it's not nearly as bad as it's been in the past. They're just, they don't feel pounded. At least not as bad as before. Anyway, I'm gonna check out here, and the view of the town is gone, so get a little of the green tunnel here. It's been some nice cruising trails down, except for these steps right here. It's hard to see, but there's a town through there. Good morning, day 26. I'm heading out of Damascus and, of course, climbing a hill. There's a little saying, PUD or pointless up and downs. The philosopher in me wants to say you should find meaning in the ups and downs, just like life. Anyway, Damascus, Virginia. So yesterday I'd been walking in the rain for about 3 hours. Walked into town, and the outfitter that I was gonna pick my stuff up wasn't where at the address. It wasn't there. They had moved. So I'd found the spot, and the guy had a note on the door that said be back soon, which meant I'll be back in a couple hours. So, I just had a dim view of the town. And then later that day I went out to going out to dinner, and the sun was out, and I was poking through, and I just thought, this place isn't half bad. It's pretty nice. And so nothing had changed but my attitude a little bit. It's actually a pretty nice place and a good stay. I walked out of there this morning with a couple of egg sandwiches. Nothing like a egg sandwich to fuel the start of your day. I love my breakfast food. All right, I will show you a few the sights and sounds over the rest of this day as they come. See ya. So I'm taking a quick noon break to eat something and soak my feet. I'll show you. But I broke my spoon. I've had this thing for a long time. I'm 4 days out, so I'm gonna have to figure something out here. It's a bummer. I'll figure it out. Anyway, let me show you where I'm soaking my feet here. Just finished that break and soaked my shirt, cooled off, and I feel refreshed and ready to go. I'm right by a river here. Let me show you this thing. And I'm on the Virginia Creeper Trail, I guess. Okay, I've been climbing for a couple hours now, and I think I am near the top. It's got these stairs. I'll show you this view here. There's the top beyond. All right, it's the end of the day. It's been a great day. Just felt good all day. Never really hiked very fast, just sort of steady. Had a couple good breaks and cooled off a little bit when it got warm. It's been pleasant. I'm in the mode now where I'm just looking for a campsite. Probably in the next hour or so. I'll be trying to set something up. We'll see. I'll get in the mode where the later it gets, the less picky I'll be. So that's how camping goes. Anyway, tomorrow I'll catch up on a couple things and hopefully have another big day. Really enjoyable day today. Some great views up top. There might be some wild horses or something tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, see you down the trail. Got my camp all set up and I resolved my spoon issue. So you can maybe see behind me, there's a few cars and it's a little trailhead. So I got a plastic spoon from somebody. I didn't have to dig it out of the trash, which is always a good thing. Good morning, day 27. And let's see, a little rain last night. Looks like there might be some more rain today. Maybe might clear up also. Going through a little rocky section here, so I'm picking my way carefully so I don't end up throwing the phone. Went through a meadow and going up Mount Rogers in just a little bit here. Not sure what that is or what it means, but it sounds interesting. I'm going to try another longer day today. Just put some time in. My next resupply is at Quarterway Inn. I'll probably stay there. So we'll see. I got 2-3 more days before I get there. We'll see how my mileage goes. Anyway, it's a beautiful little forest here, and there's been some openings in some meadows, and this is the area where the horses are, but I saw some last night when I came in. They were just on the other side of the road, but I haven't seen any this morning, so we'll see if I see any. All right, I'll show you this path that I'm going on. Completely different type of forest, which is sort of cool. $500. So the area I'm hiking through here is the Grayson Highlands. It's a really pretty area. It's a large plateau. And the horses, I think, are ponies is what I've read. So those of you who are Seinfeld fans, the whole time I've been thinking, I have a pony. And I was hoping I could find one to say that to. I had a pony. My sister had a pony. Look at that thing. second wildlife on the trail. The squirrel jumped out yesterday and startled me. Good morning, day 28, out on the AT, and yesterday found a pretty good campsite right by a creek and crossed that waterfall at the end of the day. It was a long day, and I was fairly well worn out, but seemed to have slept well and recovering well also. The plan for today was just to go there's a shelter about 21 miles ahead. However, about 25 and a half miles ahead there's a restaurant and a little hotel. The restaurant, I think I can get there, get a good bite to eat, and then tomorrow I'm going to be at Quarterway Inn for a resupply. Leave me about 10 miles tomorrow to get there. I'll be able to get to that resupply and take a good break for the rest of the day and stay the night there. Anyway, I'll show you where I'm at now, up on top of this ridge, and then anything else that happens today. Yesterday was pretty cool. I felt like there was a lot of variety in the terrain, which was really nice. Great change of scenery. Happens every, 5 or 10 miles. So it's pretty nice to experience that and walk through it and see the different parts. Now that I'm in my fourth week, the adaptions, physically, I'm ready to hike. I can tell my energy demands are higher. Having to eat a lot more to keep fueled. Mentally, I'm just enjoying the hiking and the experience. I had a good breakthrough yesterday in the rain. It's just get a little miserable in the morning, and I had to turn around mentally and just thought just enjoyed it for what it was. And so all those adaptions are going well. I'm at the end of my day here. I don't know what it is, but just a second, I gotta cross this bridge, so I gotta focus. Otherwise I'll end up in that stream. I don't know what it is. I just felt really good today. Just, you know, felt really even and consistent. I'm about 4 miles out, or hour and a half or something like that from getting to this place. I'm going to stay at this little, I think it's just a dumpy little hotel. And I don't mean dumpy in a bad way. I got a soft spot in my heart for dumpy little hotels, and sort of one of my favorite places. There's a restaurant down the street, I think. So that'll probably be some type of dive also. But I've been thinking maybe it's just the thought of a burger and something. But it's hard to say. Anyway, and then tomorrow I'll have about 10 miles in till Quarterway Inn. So I should get there relatively early, and I'll figure out on the way in what I'm going to do, what my plan will be. But just really pleasant day. All right, day 29. I'm going to end this in a rainstorm. I got about 10 miles to Quarterway Inn, so I should be there in a few hours. This will end it. I'll probably maybe show a shot or two. Probably won't feel like getting my phone out. So I'm going to call this good. Thanks, and see you next time. I'll show you what I'm looking at. It is pretty. Well, partway there.